Dear students, welcome to History Unit number 8, Era of Gandhi and National Movement. In this video, let us discuss about the answers for the questions which are given in 10th Standard Social Science Part 2. After watching this video, click below and you will get the links of previous chapters. Let's start. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate answers. Gandhiji was born in Porabandar. Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place while protesting against Dash Act. Answer is Rowlatt Act. Third one, the movement led by Ali brothers was called Dash. The movement led by Ali brothers was Khilafat movement. Fourth one, a separate nation for Muslims was put forward by Dash. A separate nation for Muslims was put forward by Muhammad Ali Jinnah. The President of Indian National Congress session of 1929 was Dash. The President of Indian National Congress session of 1929 was Jawaharlal Nehru. Sixth one, Mahad and Kalara movement was formed by Dash. Mahad and Kalara movement was formed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Seventh one, the leadership of Indian National Army's Jhansi Regiment was held by Dash. The leadership of Indian National Army's Jhansi Regiment was held by Captain Lakshmi Sehgal. Eighth one, Gandhiji held salt satyagraha in Dash. Gandhiji held salt satyagraha in Dandi. Ninth one, Quit India movement took place in Dash. Quit India movement took place in 1942. Let's move to second main. Please choose the appropriate words from the options given below and fill in the blanks. First one, first round table conference was held in Dash. Options are 1930, 1932, 1931, 1942. The correct answer is 1930. Second one, Swaraj Party was founded in the year Dash. Options are 1924, 1923, 1929, 1906. The correct answer is 1923. Third one, the president of Haripur session of Indian National Congress was Dash. Options are Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Lala Lajpat Rai, Subhash Chandra Bose. Correct answer is Subhash Chandra Bose. Fourth one, last is known as the Iron Man of India. Options are Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Abdul Kalam Azad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Correct answer is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Let's move to third main. Discuss in groups and answer the following. First question, what were the internal tools of Gandhiji's struggles? The internal tools of Gandhiji's struggles were: first one Satyagraha, second one Ahimsa, third one unity of Hindus and Muslims. Second question, list out the programs of non-cooperation movement. Boycotting schools, colleges and courts, boycotting elections to regional legislative bodies held according to 1919 Act, returning all the honors and medals given by the British. Nominated members to the local bodies resigning from their membership, boycotting all the government functions, boycotting all foreign goods. These were all the programs of non-cooperation movement. Question number 3, explain Chauri Chaura incident. On February 5th, 1922, a big group of around 3,000 farmers assembled in front of the police station. They had assembled there to protest against the police officer who had beaten Congress workers when they were protesting in front of an arak shop. The police started shooting from inside the station. Enraged by this act, people tortured the police station. As a result, all the 22 policemen were charred to death. This incident was called Chauri Chaura incident. Fourth one, discuss salt satyagraha. As the Viceroy rejected the demands, Gandhiji declared on March 12, 1930 that he would walk with followers up to Dandi on the coast of Gujarat. Gandhi covered 375 kilometers on foot and reached Dandi. He broke the law by holding a fistful salt without paying the tax which the British had levied on salt. This is about the salt satyagraha. Question number 5. What were the reasons for Quit India movement? The reasons for Quit India movement were the Strafford Cripps Commission, which was sent by the British government, proposed some suggestions in front of Indians. Proposals like according to dominion status to India, and calling a meeting to draft new constitutions were tabled. It was proposed that all states will have liberty to be part of the new federation or not. These proposals were opposed by the Congress and called for Quit India movement. These were all the reasons for Quit India movement. Question number 6. What was the outcome of Second Roundtable Conference? The outcomes of Second Roundtable Conference were: in the Second Roundtable Conference, Ambedkar pressed for a separate electoral constituency for untouchables. This was opposed by Gandhi. This resulted in the ideological differences between them. Next point. As a result, the Second Roundtable Conference too ended without any conclusion, but the British government announced its decision to provide separate electoral constituencies for the untouchables. These were all the outcomes of Second Roundtable Conference. Question number 7. Explain the achievements of Subhash Chandra Bose in independence movement. Though he had secured 4th rank in the Indian Civil Services exam, he refused posting and became part of the national freedom struggle. He became popular as Netaji. He engaged himself in organizing the Indians residing outside India as a counter to Gandhiji's soft protests. He toured many cities like Vienna, Berlin, Rome, Istanbul, and other cities, rallied the Indians settled in these places in favor of freedom struggle. Subhash Chandra Bose and Jawaharlal Nehru founded the Congress Socialist Party within the Indian National Congress. Subhash Chandra Bose became the president of Haripur Convention of Indian National Congress with the support of Gandhiji. He quit Congress and founded Forward Bloc. Subhash Chandra Bose opposed the British war preparation and also the participation of British India in the war. As a result, the British government arrested Subhash Chandra Bose and put him under house arrest. Subhash Chandra Bose escaped from the house arrest and reached Germany. Bose organized the prisoners of war from India. He broadcasted his speeches over Azad Hind Radio to Indians. Rash Bihari Bose had founded India Independence League in Tokyo of Japan. He was calling its military wing as Indian National Army. Bose called for Delhi Chalo in this occasion. He said, "Give me your blood, I will get your." He said, "Give me your blood, I will get you freedom." Subhash Chandra Bose had planned to attack India through Rangoon. By that time, thousands of soldiers who had joined INA were ready to occupy Delhi. They started their armed struggle on the Burma border. When there was a fierce battle between Indian National Army and the British Army, Subhash Chandra Bose died in aeroplane crash. These are all about the achievements of Subhash Chandra Bose in Indian independence movement. Question number 8. Explain the various tribal revolts in the history of independence struggle. The tax and forest policies implemented during the British administration were the reasons for tribal revolts. Among them, revolts of Santala, Kola, and Munda are important. Halagali Beda's revolt of Karnataka is another notable revolt. The revolt of Santala tribe is considered as an important revolt in India. The people of this tribe are present in the hilly areas of Bengal and Odisha states. With the implementation of permanent zamindari system, these people became landless. The land developed by them was taken over by the zamindars. The zamindars, moneylenders, and the company government became the exploiters of the Santala tribe. Their peace-loving nature and civilized manners were exploited by the government. Though the revolt of Santalas came to an end, it became an inspiration for many revolts in future. Similarly, Kola and Munda revolted against the zamindars. Question number 9. Explain the major achievements of Nehru as the first Prime Minister of India. As the Prime Minister of India, he can be seen as the architect of industrialization and modern India. Nehru became instrumental in the integration of India, which was achieved by Vallabhbhai Patel. He also laid foundation for the diverse culture of India by implementing language-based reorganization of states policy. He had firmly believed that only complete industrialization can bring development. He sought to develop India through 5-year plans. He sought to develop infrastructure and heavy industries through these 5-year plans. With the aim of mastering atomic energy, he laid the foundation for that under the leadership of H.G. Bhabha. On the external affairs front, India wanted to stay away from both the power blocks of Cold War period and advocated non-aligned movement. He was instrumental in staying away from power politics by adhering to Panchashila principles. These were all the major achievements of Nehru as the first Prime Minister of India.